stuff. That didn't sound very good, but because they like that as a trigger. But I was outside, and the natural wind was, they were like, can you like, I'm like, I can't control the wind, and how are we pressed about natural wind? when we're indoors, you're asking me to blow into the microphone. I didn't understand. It was funny. And the way they were telling me to like stop the wind, I'm like, hush, wind, be gone. It didn't work. I just didn't understand it. I'm like, people ask for that as a trigger. And this one is natural. It's doing the work for me. And they didn't like it. I'm like, I mean, yes, at times it was a little much, but it's not like I could have dialed it down at all. How dare I let it be windy? Trust me, I preferred if it wasn't because it was making me chilly. Right. Let me just channel my inner God. No. Thank you for the roses. Hey, ASMR Dream Chaser, how are you? Guys, go give ASMR Dream Chaser a follow. I know. It was chilly. I was like, my hands were cold. It was like 54 degrees. And it was windy. And I was just out there for, you know, some nature. And they didn't appreciate it. Hello. Oh, thank you for the heart. And you know, I woke up this morning at like 6 o'clock and I was laying in bed and I'm like, the sun's getting ready to come up. I need to go out there and do a stream, a peaceful sunrise stream. But I'm not a morning person, and I laid there and contemplated doing that for like 3 hours. And then it was too late. I never convinced myself to get up to do it. They did leave. They did leave. I had like 2 or 3 people the majority of the stream. But that was fine. We had nice chit chat. I was like, I really should get up and do the stream this sunrise. Really should. 3 hours later, I was still laying there. Well, I guess I made my decision. Sphinx. Is it Sphinx My ASMR? Sphinx Minx ASMR. I'm trying to process it. Welcome. Let me give you a follow. Hello. These nails don't help. Okay. I was trying to break up the letters to make words. And TikTok doesn't help because they do it, the name's in gray, and I'm like, I have old eyes, people. I can't see it. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm like, who are you? They're like, do you remember me? I'm like, I don't know. Let me, I can't tell. Hello. And if you change a profile picture on me, I'm done for. That's how I'll recognize you. Yeah. I don't believe I believe in love at first sight now. Attraction at first sight, sure. But I think love goes a little bit deeper. If you're talking about a romantic love, I think that goes a lot deeper because there's a lot to know about a person that you have to love. I mean, caring about their well-being, certainly. And I can love people without it being like there's different levels of love, if you know what I mean. So there's like loving your family and loving your friends, and then there's the loving in relationships. So you can have more of a brotherly love for somebody, you know what I mean? But that deeper love, that relationship kind of love, I think has to come in time. It's not something that's instant. It's just a plastic ball. Like it. Literally a ball. Yes. like 5+ years before they ever got married. Because I find, at least in my experience, if you only do it for a short time before you get married, it's so easy to hide who you are. Like, it's so easy to, because you're on your best behavior, because you're trying to impress that person, you know? So you're on your best behavior at the beginning of a relationship. But if you give it time, eventually real personalities start coming out. And if you can put up with that, then sure, get married. Sorry, the dog. But if you don't give that a chance to emerge, when you get married, you're gonna be like, where did this person come from? Like, this is not who I married. Because you didn't know them. You know, when they were real and raw. You just knew them when they were on their best behavior. Does that make sense? Mistake with my first husband. We did get divorced after 6 years. But we also had a long distance relationship. So he was able to hide, you know, be on his best behavior and hide that true personality. Because he only saw me on occasions. He didn't see me all the time. And then we got married and it was like yeah, and love takes work, because there's going to be times my mother always warned me, you're going to get married, and there's going to be times that you're going to look at your spouse and go, why did I ever think it was a good idea to marry you? She was not wrong. She was not wrong. But you work through it. When love becomes a work, you know, love's just not all fuzzy feelings, you know. At that point, when you get to that point of why did I ever marry you, that's when love becomes a choice and becomes work. shit. Scratched. Oh, wanted it. I was like, boy, you're really working me. Gotcha. That takes a lot of control. Just one. Hello. Ooh, nice. Really got to think about staying slow, because otherwise I'm like, shoot. Thank you for the roses. Oh, thank you. Yep, I certainly can. Yeah, their nails are perfect for ASMR, but they suck for everyday life. I'm like, damn, these nails, I can't do anything except ASMR. sometimes I'm in the evening, sometimes, most of the time I'm during the day, but sometimes I'm in the evening. It just all depends on my schedule and my availability. Bonsoir. less than I've been provinces in Canada. But I lived in the biggest province there was, so... Oh, thank you. Why am I wobbling? No wobbles. No wobbling. Honestly, I like it better there. But moving back isn't quite so easy. If I could do anything in the world, I think I would run like an animal rescue, like a sanctuary. I already kind of do that, like on a tiny scale, but I'd like to have land to do that kind of thing. My microphone is acting up. Stay. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for coming. Have a wonderful day and a good weekend. It was good to meet you. Yes, most of the time I prefer animals over people. I have quite a few of my own. Some of them were rehabs that I planned on rehoming after I got them better, and I ended up keeping them. My watch is saying, why don't you stand up and get some exercise? I got this thing. It doesn't really make any noise. I'm sad. But it's good for stress. play with in gym class. Banging on the gym floor. Wow, that brings back memories. I do have a couple light triggers. It's just really hard to do them when it's so bright. to try and take people's viewers. It's just... I mean, I literally have 42 people. And somebody else is gonna have 800. Good on them, you know? It's not because they're better or whatever. It's mainly because the algorithm is not sharing me. But that's okay because I'm here for the people who are here. There are so many newer ASM artists that have passed me in the number of followers. You know, I'm happy for them. It's frustrating sometimes, but I'm happy for them. And mainly it is because of the algorithm. I mean, that's just the way it is. I've been doing this since September. I started going live in November. And there are people that have started after me, months after me, and they've already passed me up. But they get way more people in their lives because the algorithm is allowing it. What can you do? But to be mad about that, like, I'm not mad that they passed me up. They look like they've been at it longer than me by the number of followers, but they haven't. But it is what it is. And I don't want to get so big anyway that it's so busy in here that I can't even converse with anybody because the chat would just go whoop. Like, I could go into a bigger streamer's live, say hi, and they'll never even know I'm there. You know, I don't want to get that way. Yeah, see. I hate that when people get too big for their britches. Thank you. there's so many. I want to get new ones, and then I'm like, I don't have the money to get new ones at this point. Yeah, don't promote yourself and respect each other's lives. And I have no problem shouting out at other ASM artists, but when they come in and say, hey, you should come check me out, I'm like, dude, we don't do that. I feel like it used to be Bugs and Fishbowl were always requested. I've kind of strayed away from those just because they're everywhere and I'm sick of them. Hey Kayla, I totally remember I said I'm at 19% and then I wasn't paying attention and my phone died. I'm like, oops. And then just demanding triggers and not even using basic manners. They're just, or like they'll come in and they'll say, can you say so and so, like a name? And I'm like, or they're like, say hi, whatever. And I'm like, you didn't even say hi to me. You come in and say hi to me, chances are I'm gonna say hi to you, but you came in here and demanded that I say hi to you, but you didn't even say hi to me. Like, basic manners and common sense. Kayla, I don't even know how long I was talking to myself before I realized it. Yeah, I love the plucking too, but it takes my breath away after a while. I'm like, I gotta breathe. Oh. I thought you were asking me to. Thank you, Heather. That's funny. She's like, not you. Well, fine. I take it back. Hello. He's downstairs. I forgot to grab him. I'm so horrible. there's a lot of healthcare workers out there that should quit because they're too old. You should be in school, yeah. That's the best when it's like 11 o'clock at night and you're an adult and you're doing ASMR. Why aren't you in school? Well, let's see. First, I haven't been young enough to be in school forever. Plus, it's 11 o'clock at night. Oh, you're going to Florida. Oh my gosh, I'm jealous. What else? Let's get the wig out. Well, before I get the wig out, let's get this because I know Kayla likes this, even though she likes the wig too. The famous sparkly cup. I think my mic is stuck to the table. even I forget to tap half the time until someone says tap the screen. I'm like, oh yeah. I forget too. The only time I've really put myself to sleep almost was when I was streaming really super late. Oh, you've got COVID, Nick. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon. I was getting mesmerized. I love my cup. Alright. And before we go to the wig, I'm gonna advertise myself too. This is for sale. This glass tumbler. It's like a glass wine tumbler. It does have sparkles in it that are hard to see in the camera. But they're there. They're there. They're in there. I promise. Of course, with my initials on the bottom. Right now, this is the only glass that I have, but I have several mugs. So, for instance, this one. And this one. And this one. You can see the sparkle's really good on this one. And some of them, if I don't know, I think TikTok filters. There's that one. And then there's this one. All the blue. I have blue one coming. Let's see, it's right. I gotta move my Zen garden. Out of the way, Zen garden. This blue. And then I have, you like the glittery one? This one. And then I have this one. But you like the glittery blue, so this one. This is one of my favorites, actually. Thank you. And I just ordered myself some more ink to do others. And I am working on a gray one right now. And another blue one. And a red and gold. The one that looks like coffee. What was that? I almost dropped this the other day and I about cried. I was like, heart attack. So you like that one, Nick? It's like coffee with creamer. Which basically I did this with brown and gold. But they are for sale. In the US, they're free shipping, $35. I used to do $25 and just do like shipping is $10. But then I started my Etsy thing and they were like $10 is too much, and I'm like, well, that's what they're charging me, dude. So I just made the price $35 and said free shipping on my Etsy. Of course, I would take, if it was outside of the US, it would still be $35, but then I would kind of break it down so it would be like $25, and then that other $10 is part of your shipping, so it just kind of pays the difference. Yeah, it's an echo. It's an echo, echo, echo. Thank you for the roses. Sometimes it makes the triggers sound extra good. This one is one I did too, but I think I'm keeping it just because it didn't come out perfect. It's the microphone. I have a Zeal Sound and it's got an echo feature, but if you go into enhance, there is actually an echo feature in TikTok now that you can give it an echo. You can also change your voice. So here's like,
hello, how are you doing? I like cookies.
but you can change, so like there should be an echo feature somewhere, but I'm not gonna go looking for it right now. Go away, SA. Okay, yeah, the chipmunk. But this one I did, and I really, really liked it, and then I put this on, but I think because of the sparkles, there's like, it catches right here. I mean, it's on there, but it catches, and I thought since it's not really, like it doesn't catch anywhere else, just right here. And I didn't want to sell something that I wasn't happy with, so it's just going to stay with me unless somebody does want it. But the sticker says, throw kindness around like confetti. So I'm just going to basically keep that for myself unless somebody actually wants it. But yeah, it's got that little, it's not lifting, it's just not like flush. So oh, I was doing the wig right. The wig. Oh, and I need to plan a day that we do this. I have to plan a day for our murder mystery. Who murdered our millionaire? We need to find out. There is all kinds of evidence in here so that we can figure out who murdered our millionaire. This is probably going to take a couple good hours of the stream just doing this. But I think it's going to be so much fun. And no, we can already say that Nick didn't do it. But it says, estimated playing time is 2 hours. But that is based on how smart are we? Because the difficulty is 3.5 out of 5 stars. So we'll have to find out, because we're gonna have newspaper articles, interviews, police reports, pictures, all sorts of things to go through to figure out who killed our millionaire. Oh, nice. So I'm gonna have to pick a day where we can devote at least 2 hours to this. And whether or not we should do it during the day or at night. Because we're gonna have to have our thinking caps on. Hey, Mitchell. But I think this will be fun. Here's Harriet. I think we're naming her Harriet. She's shedding. Harriet is shedding. Coconut. Is it really? It is like, it's supposed to go up to 65 today, but I was outside earlier and I was cold because it was like 54 and the breeze was all cold. And you left. You were like, quack, and you left. I'm like, what the heck? I was talking to you. are you looking out? But my stream ended very abruptly when my phone died. I wasn't paying attention to the battery. It's supposed to get up to 65, but it may not. But tomorrow should be 80. What's going on with your bangs here, Harriet? Nice. My niece was playing volleyball over the weekend. Out of town. I got to watch her on Facebook Live because her mom recorded it. Or not recorded it, she streamed it. So I got to watch. Ew, that's not nice. Hello. Don't yawn. Don't yawn. Thank you for the butterflies. Yeah, it is. Messed with our emotions and our allergies. I mean, come on. Tomorrow I am going to my son's place and he's cooking dinner and I'm gonna meet his girlfriend. So we're basically going to visit, meet his girlfriend, have dinner, but he actually wants me to come a little early and cook with him. So I get to cook dinner with my son, spend time with him, and then meet his girlfriend and hang out. I'm excited. .000.1 or .0001. We have a tiny corner lot, yeah. My son has a bigger yard than we do. He's on a corner lot too, but he's got like 2 lots. Because it's sold together. The yard is basically, half the yard is basically another lot. But it went together. My husband's plan is to get some land and build a house, is what he wants to do. If not build, at least find a decent house on some land already. This is a very rundown old house. And we were like, by the time we pay it off, like, it would cost more to renovate this house than what we have left to pay on it. So it would be easier to just pay it off, get out. Of course, my parents are going to be like, you just put a metal roof on your house, and we did. We paid extra and put a metal roof on. And at the time, we were thinking we were going to renovate and stay. But I was like, you know what? That just adds selling value to the house, and it's going to be insured to the buyer for several years. So, it just added value to the house is all. But it needs new floors, new walls, probably new, I was going to say stuffing. New insulation in the walls. Stuffing. It needs new stuffing. It needs a new boiler. We have a boiler for heat. It needs a new boiler. Like, we don't want to put that kind of money in. Especially if we don't want to stay. Built in 1900. I like old houses, but I like old houses that have been restored. It's decorated like it came out of the 70s with wallpaper and stuff. We didn't do it. Yeah, so did my husband. He lived in the ghetto. In fact, he just got court papers for the house that his parents lived in because they both passed. It's getting ready to be taken away, but his sister still lives in it. So I'm like, why are we getting these papers? He's like, I don't want this house. I was like, we could have a place to stay if we ever go to Chicago, because he's, a suburb of Chicago. He's like, I don't want that house. It's in the ghetto. last week. I was in Michigan, but I was like, I'm further away from you guys at that point than when I'm home. Big old knot. She's still driving distance, like not a bad drive for me here. I worked it out because I have her address. Right. But you're probably a distance away, yeah. Oh, you're fine, Cosmic. Perfectly fine. They're sitting waiting on you. But there's no hurry. I already know that won't work because that's around the time that I'm getting ready to go visit my grandmother in Canada for her birthday. I'm planning on being there for probably around that. Her birthday's the 21st, but going a few days before that because I haven't seen her since. Oh, it's probably been a good. What? 4 years. And her birthday. This is her 96th birthday, so I'm running out of options to see her. Yes, I can't wait. And unfortunately, I'm going alone because my husband can't take the time off work, and neither can my son. It's busy season for both of them. But I'll be bringing Bella with me, and then Brinley will be staying at the house with my son, at his house with him. And then I'm just gonna make sure my other little ones here have everything that they need that my husband can take care of on the weekends. Or on the weekend when I'm gone. I can't imagine leaving Lumi that long. It makes me sad. Maybe Lumi can stay with my son too. The snakes won't care. And as long as the ferret and the bunny have enough food and water, they're gonna be fine. Although I do know a couple of people that can watch them. Oh, wait, what? This one? Did you buy this one? I just basically put up one listing, and if you click on that picture, all of the colors will pop up. So that's fine. You want the blue will go. It's all good. Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna let Etsy charge me an arm and a leg. Like, they charge like, there's like a charge for every listing. So I will totally get that going for you though. Blue Cup is sold. So I can actually probably get that sent out to you on Monday. I'll pack it up and everything, and then on Monday I can go to the post office and ship it on out. Hello, thank you for the finger heart. So far, everything I've shipped has gone in one piece. It's arrived in one piece, so I slather Fragile stickers all over it. Oh, thank you. That would be awesome. My coffee cups aren't sus. It's the wood in my yard. Only Kayla knows this joke. The wood in my yard is sus. You need to build houses with the wood in my yard. It doesn't burn. Yes, it was like sorcery wood. Hope. Guys, follow Hope. I love Hope. I used to work with her at the pet store. Well, she was like my work daughter. I was like work mom to everybody. But I love Hope. Right now I'm not working anywhere because I travel with my husband or stay home. But I'm making mugs. That's pretty much what I'm doing. And then this. Yeah, me and Hope used to work together. Sus is suspicious. It's just a short form for suspicious. A lot of the younger generation says it. I just have to jump on board. So ab. The wood in my yard is so ab. I don't know why your cup would be sus. She probably just because the wood in my yard is sus. I don't know. I saw a picture. You took him to PetSmart. He's so cute. I can't believe he's a year old already. Yeah, guys, she's got a little miniature poodle named Milo, and he's so freaking cute. I gave him one of his first haircuts, and he was falling asleep. I wish Bella would do that. Bella's birthday was yesterday. She turned 7. 7 years years old, my baby. Did you ever find a home for your duck? I wanted him so bad, but I can't have a duck. You did. Wasn't it sad to let him go, though? I don't know how attached ducks get to their people. Anymore. The last one passed away. When I had one left, she was Irina, our last blind one, and she was the last one, and I really wanted to rehome her to find so she wouldn't be alone, because I knew like she grew up never being alone, but nobody wanted to take her, so I ended up keeping her and trying to spend as much time with her as possible, but she died shortly after that, probably just out of being lonely. We can't have nice things either. But I miss my rats. I want a couple more. My son still has 2 rats. He has 2 little boys. He calls them Cap and Lou, but it's Captain and Lieutenant. But he calls them Cap and Lou. They're really sweet. I'll get to snuggle them tomorrow when I go to his house. They're really sweet. I had seen Lou, like, when I gave him to him, and he was real little. And then I hadn't been back to the house for a while, and when I finally showed up there, when I picked him up from the dentist to bring him back home, because he'd gotten his wisdom teeth out, he's so big. I was like, whoa, they've grown. Really? No other ASMR is on? That's unusual. I should have more viewers, man. Oh, you have a giant frog. Is it one of the clawed frogs, or is it a different frog? Is it like a pixie frog, or pixie frogs get bigger than Pac-Man? I need to stream when I go to Hope's house, guys. They have a whole room dedicated to spiders and snakes. Her significant other has a room full of snakes and spiders. Different one, dude. Interesting. I wonder if I would know if I saw it. enclosures. I've had my jumping spider since June and she's still going, but she hasn't really been eating much. I noticed I gave her a cricket over the weekend, and I can tell when she needs to eat and when she has eaten and she hasn't eaten it. And I'm like, girl, eat your spider. She's probably, though she's getting old, so she's probably not going to be around much longer when the behavior starts changing. And they only have like a year lifespan or whatever it is. And I've already had her since June, and who knows how old she was when I got her, you know. Yeah, I was in Bill's last weekend to get crickets for Lumi. Hey, Shortcake, how are you? When I go into the store now, I barely recognize anybody. Like, I recognized Chris this past weekend, and I've seen Will, so I've seen Will and Chris, and then like Carl, Keegan, and John. I don't recognize anybody else. I don't know who anybody else is. Do you mean Tico, 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 Tico? Tico, 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 Tico. My mouse got away from me. Tico, 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 Tico. Let's see what else. Ooh, I haven't done slime yet. And it's new slime. I was in desperate need of new slime. It's stretching everywhere. My microphone is stuck to the table. Hey Jax, how are you? You already missed the hair play. I already did it. Thanks for the mini speaker, ASMR lady. Okay, beware. We all become children. At least I do. Okay. Alright. Where'd I put the lid? Oh, over here. If you can't laugh when there's a doot sound, I mean, we can't be friends. this is, it's so easy to turn it on, but then it's impossible to slide it back up to turn it off. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Oh, all the time. All the time. Mainly the only times I don't are when it's further away because I drive myself, and with gas prices being the way that they are, it can get a little pricey for me to consistently do that. So I had gone last week. It was a bit of a shorter. Thank you for the hanging lights. Thank you, Auburn. It was only a Monday, or no. Yeah, Monday through, was it Sunday through? We either left Sunday or we left Monday. I think we left Sunday. But we got back Thursday because of Easter. So, and then for the next little while, they're going to be further away, so I'm not going to be able to go necessarily. So I'll have to figure out how to keep myself busy. I don't know what just, oh, that did. I was like, what was that jiggling noise? Yeah, like he basically is only home weekends, and sometimes he doesn't get home till Saturday, and sometimes he has to leave Sunday, sometimes both. Today he gets home. So it's Friday, he gets home today. Like, normally he'd be home already, but he's not gonna be home till after 8. And then he has to leave again Sunday. I'm like, ugh. Hey, Mary. Yes, I was actually born in Canada, and now I live in the US. And when I was a teenager, I went to Bermuda, which was awesome. But that's about it. I'm fairly sheltered. But I do want that to change, of course. See, I haven't done my dryer sheet in a while. That's not a dryer sheet. Where are you, dryer sheets? Where are you hiding? maybe I won't be doing them. I don't think I can. Where are they hiding? That is not a dryer sheet. Where is it? Well, Lilia, looky there. I didn't unpack it. I've been home since last week, and I didn't unpack it. It wasn't cooperating with me. Anyone else have the trouble with their earbuds not wanting to stay in their ears? Keep wanting to fall out. I got a hair in my nose. definitely do the hair play again because it's a favorite for a lot of people. It's a favorite. I'll be getting off in about half an hour-ish so that I can eat dinner and get some things done before my husband gets home. But definitely have time for this. This is Harriet. Give myself a little head scratch first. Out of the way, Harriet. Just checking my settings here. There we go. first. And then here we are. And I've said this in other lives recently, but I legit am considering buying a massage chair. You know, the ones where you sit in it and you kind of lean forward. I legit am thinking of buying one and then like having like people, because so many people have said they would pay to have this done to them. I'm like, I will totally do this for people. Pay by the length of the session, you know. If you want this done for like an hour, it would be whatever amount. I think it would be awesome. What's for dinner, Kayla? And those chairs, I looked on Amazon. One of those massage chairs is like $100. I'm like, I could totally do that. And I only need one because there's only one of me. Oh, ooh, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'll be there in 2 hours. My husband can stay here and eat leftovers. My dogs do the same thing, especially if a package of cheese comes out. They're there. Hey, Jasmine, how are you? What's funny is they get really excited because we always get the same kind of shredded cheese in a bag, but we got a different kind last time. It was in a different color, so the dog was like, oh, I thought you were getting cheese out. Like, she had no idea that that was cheese because it looked different. My husband goes, I thought the dogs were colorblind, and I'm like, I think that's a myth. Because the total color of the bag threw her off. Thank you for the wishing bottle, Jasmine. And homemade is the best. I'm picky with my pierogies though. I haven't found a store-bought pierogi that I like yet. I either make them myself from scratch, or there's some store-bought where my parents live I grew up with it. My favorite. I don't know where my mom got it, if it's in the family or if she just got it from somewhere, but it's the one that I grew up on. Beans. I've never heard of beans on top of mac, but I can see that. I can see it being okay. What kind of beans though? Is it green beans or is it baked beans or is it like pinto beans or what kind of beans? I do have one snippet from a different live of the hair scratching and put it on my TikTok. But I want to do, one day I'm just going to do a whole hour-long stream of this. Baked beans. I'll have to try that. I've never tried mac and cheese with baked beans, but it sounds like it could be good. I know my son doesn't like baked beans, but my husband and I do, so we'll have to try it. And you know, I never called them baked beans until I moved here. I grew up calling them pork and beans because there's pork in it. That's what it was, pork and beans. Then I moved here and everyone's saying baked beans. I'm like, what? Cool. For that matter, the Kraft mac and cheese we just called Kraft dinner. Kraft dinner. And then I moved here and they're like, Kraft dinner, what are you talking about? Ooh, that sounds so good. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. International House of Dogs. Hello. I don't know what. Can I just call you Float? exercising till I'm dead. Oh, good luck. Soccer. My son used to play soccer, and then he kind of got soccered out, and then he was just refereeing. Yeah, and I'm one of those people that I'll eat when I'm bored too. Like, I feel hungry because I'm bored, so I'm like, where's the snacks? Yeah, I used to count my calories, and I just felt like it was working, but I always felt like I was hungry. There's gotta be a better way. It's gotta be a lifestyle change, not a diet, but it's gotta be a lifestyle change you can live with. And I have two guilty pleasures: Pepsi and hot Cheetos. Those are not conducive to losing weight. That can happen too. Actually, 3 meals a day is important, but they actually recommend more than that, but small, more than 3 meals a day, but smaller meals. And I'm like, people work though 8, 10 hours a day. You really can't eat that many small meals unless you don't work. I mean, that's ideal, but who can do that? So you need to make them a lot smaller. And there's sometimes I'll only eat twice a day, and my husband hates that. If I don't eat my first meal until 3 o'clock, he's like, stop it. Stop doing that. But I'm like, I had my coffee, and when I get busy, I don't think about the hunger. So, and then when I'm finally, not doing anything, I'm like, wait, I'm hungry. I mean, if you eat healthier and you cut your portions down, the healthy food sticks with you longer than the processed food. I've noticed that, because if you stick to portions with processed food, you're always hungry. But if you eat the healthier food, it sticks longer, like it stays around longer, and you're less hungry. I am in Indiana. like she thinks we haven't eaten in months. Oh, that's cool. She's like, I should have had more, and we're like, no, you shouldn't. The table's full. And she better not do that this time because she's 96. She'll be 96. We should be doing the cooking. She needs to chill. That's what I used to be when I got married. When I was 23, I was 125 pounds. 125 pounds, and I was like, I even complained back then. Now, I'll never see that 125 again. That's not a weird recommendation. I know some people who just, no matter how much they eat, they can't gain weight. But carbs will help. Food with a lot of carbs should help. Because my stepdaughter's boyfriend is a skinny thing, and he puts food away like nothing, and he will not gain weight. Having a fidget toy or something can help. Like if you're sitting down trying to listen, you know, like and you're kind of fidgety, you can't focus, having something to do with your hand can help you focus. Some sort of fidgety, something quiet, of course, but something you can fidget with. My son has that problem with concentration because he's got ADHD. Oh, I've been live for a minute. I'm getting off in about 10 minutes though. See, and that's funny, Kayla, because my son's ex stepmom had Crohn's, and she actually was overweight. Like she had to really work at losing weight. Unless she was lying about her Crohn's, I don't know. She was kind of crazy. Yeah, I didn't like school. I also have an anxiety ring or a fidget ring, so like I could put it on this finger and like it spins. You can spin it around and just fiddle with it. Thank you. Hi EJ, how are you? You can find fidget rings on, they're called anxiety rings, but fidget rings, you can find them on Amazon. I got that through, you know, you see these videos on TikTok where they say TikTok made me buy it. TikTok made me buy it because I saw it advertised on TikTok. definitely a good way to redirect your energy. Just picture frames. I love candles. I started off the day outside listening to nature, shivering. And then my phone died because I was live for it. Then my phone died and I came home, ate lunch, and came back here. Yeah, I can end with stress blocking. I want to learn Reiki. I knew some of the hand motions, but I'm not a true Reiki person. I could pretend, but I would really like to be able to do Reiki because it's supposed to help a lot. So we can pluck the negativity. Good, pluck the negativity. Pluck, rain, yeah. So that we can take away the negative energy. Pluck, pluck, pluck. And I should move this closer so I don't lean so far. That's better. And then we can give some positive energy. I'm trying not to breathe too heavy. Did you fall asleep? I'm trying not to knock anything over with my elbows. Yes, on it. I have a canopy in the garage. One day I need to set it up in the yard and just sit out there. Listen to the rain on the canopy. It needs to be set up first, though. I'm not gonna set it up in the rain. Came back with chips. Pluck. All the negative energy. And breathe. Give me some positive. Breathing is so important. So we can take a deep breath in. Through your nose. Hold it. And then slowly out your mouth. Yes, one must breathe whilst plucking. Hi, Kira. Pluck, 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 pluck the negativity. Thank you for the rose. Pluck, 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 pluck the negativity. amazing. I can have a normal conversation with you guys and I'm not out of breath. But try and freaking pluck. And I can't breathe. Pluck. I think because when I'm doing that, I'm holding my breath. I don't know why. Probably so I don't go. Pluck the negativity. Pluck the negativity. It's serious business. I can feel a burp coming and I don't want it to gurgle into the microphone. It's right here. Are you gonna do something? Go somewhere. Don't just sit there. It's like I'm gonna come out when you least expect it. Pluck. Pluck. Pluck the negativity. Pluck. Pluck. Pluck the negativity. I can feel it. Pluck. Pluck. Hey, dreamer. I fell asleep during your live. I didn't even see the whole thing. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. And it said, live ended. Pluck. Pluck. Pluck the negativity. Pluck. Pluck. Pluck the negativity. So I'm giving you some positive energy. So get rid of all that stress. There it was. It gurgled. Did you hear it? I need to do something like this while I'm outside, hearing the nature sounds, and just do. Let's try to do it again. It's gonna wait till I open my mouth. There it was. Excuse me. I just sit outside in nature and take away all the negative stuff in our lives and then give you some positives. much, and now all of a sudden I'm all burpy. And now suddenly my phone does not want to charge. What is going on? We're neighbors. Yeah, probably. All that's in me is air. Get some food. See, it started off about that this morning for me, and I went to the park and I was like, I was literally wearing this, and the wind was nippy. Okay, I'm gonna get off, get some stuff done, and go and get some food. But I'm so happy you joined me today, and I will see if I can get outside tomorrow to do a nice, relaxing stream. I won't have a lot of triggers with me, but we can do a lot of this type of thing. Relaxing stuff. So, I don't know what time that'll be. I know that I have to be at my son's for dinner. In the morning, I know that, well, sometime, at some point tomorrow, my husband's going to want to do some yard work, so maybe I could take advantage of that while he's doing that. We'll see. I have my singing bowls too. I did bring them today as well, but I can incorporate those too with this. I could do singing bowls with the, hand thing. I probably wouldn't necessarily have my mic. It just depends, because if it is breezy, the wind is just